What's goody, everyone? It's your favorite hostess, poetess, JRose. Thanks for tuning into today's episode of the JRose Experience. Today's guests are an entire mood. I kicked it with Kiss the Poet and Papadook. We tapped into the world of erotic poetry and how it can empower you as a writer. We also played around with some hip-hop history during the Off the Top segment, so stick around because things are gonna get really interesting today. Keep growing, guys. What's up, y'all? Welcome to the JRose Experience. I'm your host, JRose, and I'm here with my first guest today. He is an Atlanta-based poet by way of Mount Vernon, New York. So we repping for New York up in here in ATL. You already know what it is. And he is a published writer. He's got the blueprint to Black manhood in America, and you can read about it in his 3 books. Please give a warm welcome to Kiss the Poet.
Thank you. But the blueprint too? What's the blueprint to?
You have the blue. You have an idea, a vision to what Black manhood in America is, right?
Dichotomy.
That.
Right.
All right. So I want to know a little bit about. Well, first, where did you get this name, Kiss the Poet? It sounds like a sentence, but it's like a name.
I have been asked if it's an invitation.
Oh.
It's absolutely not. I'm taken.
He's taking no invitations, guys. Okay,
no, Kiss.
Not Kiss the Poet.
Kiss is a childhood nickname.
Oh.
It's short for my government name. My government name's Marcus. So way New Yorkers say like Marcus. So it's been my whole family calls me that, except for my mother. She refuses to. But
of course.
Yeah.
That's not what she named you.
Absolutely.
She worked hard to call you Marcus.
Yeah. But I'm named after Marcus Garvey.
Dope.
So it comes from there, and then Kiss. Then I started writing poetry late in life, at 22.
Really?
So just became Kiss the Poet.
Wow. I don't often hear that. Usually a lot of people are like, I've been writing since I was a kid. What got you into writing poetry at the age in your 20s?
Boredom?
Well,
I don't. Absolutely, it was like a challenge to myself. I was bored, and then in New Jersey, I lived with my aunt in New Jersey for a while, and there was nothing to do but read. So
really?
I read a lot of Harlem Renaissance writers. James Ball was my favorite.
Oh my God, he's phenomenal.
And then I was like, I wanna hear it in my own voice, because they're dope, they're amazing, and salute to all of them. That's where I learned how to write. But it was mainly, it wasn't in my voice. Mm-hmm. It was dated. It was in 70s, 60s.
Yeah.
In that time period. So I wanted to be able to tell the stories in, I guess, post hip hop.
Yeah.
With the slang, with the attitude and everything that comes along with it. So
yes.
I started writing one day. I wrote my first poem for a girl.
But
like everybody.
It's always,
it's
always
cliche.
Love always triggers it.
And I bagged her. So I was like, oh, I might got something here. And then I've been writing since, to the point where like I felt like I was possessed by a poet.
Really?
I would think and rhyme. It'd be like 3 o'clock in the morning. I can't sleep, and I have to get up and write it out my head.
Oh my gosh, I've definitely been there. So you have 3 books, right? But 2 of them are kind of like together, right? They are like a side A and a side B. It's titled Duality. Mm-hmm. I love the title. I want to know more about the concept. Like, what does it mean? Like, what was side A and side B, and what's the concept behind like that duality?
Well, duality, I feel like I've lived a duality my entire life. I was born in Jersey, and for the first 8 years of my life, I lived there in the suburbs, everything else. And then my parents divorced. My mother won custody when I was around 8, so then I moved to the hood in New York. So I went from like having a rat tail. I had like a pleather coat. I thought I was the Fonz. I thought I was the man. My pants was tight.
The Fonz.
my sneakers were like Velcro. They weren't cool or nothing. So I get to the hood and it's like, all right, people were teasing you.
Yeah.
And you got to fight back. And then, so I went from one part of life that was based on strictly education. I was like proud to be highest in my class, everything like that. And then I go to the hood, I'm like, shit, well, I got to adapt. These kids is angry and I'm not going to be a punk.
Yeah.
So, got to do it. But with that foundation, you never forget it. So I've always been a good writer.
Yeah.
And I had to live a little bit of life, and then I started writing poetry out of boredom.
So you have two different experiences in your life, and that's what led you to write these two books. Yeah. Side A is the lover, and side B is the fighter.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I think all men have the lover and the fighter in them, and then it comes out when it's needed.
Yeah.
Some have a little bit more of one than the other, but it's absolutely necessary, I think, especially to survive in this country as a black man.
Yeah, that balance is super important. You talked about humanizing black manhood in America. What does that mean to you?
Well, the history is there. It's been shown numerous times what we face until this day. So, with those stigmas that we face, there's going to be a hardness to us, or a different type of outlook. And then I hear constantly about toxic masculinity. And I believe there is absolutely toxic masculinity, but I don't believe toxic masculinity comes from truly masculine men. Like alpha men, it doesn't come. It comes from people overcompensating. So that manhood, like if I'm a tough guy, if I work out and then I want to protect my family and everything like that, then that's not toxic, but that's absolutely masculine. Yeah. So I don't want it to ever be that masculinity in the black man and the chip on our shoulder and how we walk around this earth is seen as a threat, but but it's not. It's not. It's don't mess with me and I won't mess with you. But if you mess with me, I'm gonna go overboard. I don't believe in getting even. What's the point in getting even? Everybody lose an eye? No. It's not cool. No, off with your head. You're ending. It's a wrap. Yeah, indeed.
I know that this quarantine, especially out here in Atlanta, has gotten pretty rough lately. Because you were doing a lot of shows, you were performing all over the place. Absolutely. But you're still thriving during this quarantine. So what are some of the things that you've been able to do while having to stay home?
Well, at first, when the quarantine first started, I was like, oh, it's about to get bad. So I didn't know what to expect. So the first thing I did, I started a garden in my backyard.
Really?
And I bought a whole bunch of ammunition.
Oh.
This duality, like.
Wait, I planted a garden and then I went and got a bunch of bullets.
You gotta eat and you gotta survive. It's all really one and the same. So,
that's very true.
But that's what I did, and then because I had shows planned. Me and Mother, we have Sunday school ATL, and we also had writing workshops that we had brought. Where I would invite people to the house. We would eat, chill, drink, do poetry challenges. So since we couldn't do those things. For the main part, in the beginning of it, it was just making sure that we're good. Yeah. You know, and then once things lessened up, she started up her open mic. Yeah, and the virtual. I started doing them. I started performing on other people's stuff, and then setting up shows online virtually. So I have a battle coming up.
Oh, yes.
I do have a battle.
I know. All these virtual battles are so amazing. And your posts are really funny. Like, he's got, like, Ninja Turtles and, like, Mortal Kombat.
Talking reckless. It's got to be fun. Like, I grew up on hip-hop, and that era was dope. You had G-Unit versus everybody. Yeah. And then Rockefeller, and then they just clashed, but it was all part of the fun. It was the sport of it. And I don't really see too much shit. Can I curse?
Yes,
I don't see too much shit talking in poetry. Like, people look at us. We're not all that humble individuals. I don't bathe with rocks and burn sage all the time. Like, we talk shit too. So I want to bring that same dynamic to a poetry battle. And of course, if nothing else, if people can't watch it because they like me, I want them to watch it because they want me to lose. Either way, they're still watching. So it's absolutely strategic.
That's so funny. I do love the shit talking though, because I'm a big hip hop head too. So, is that some of where you've been, like some of the stuff that's inspired you to write is hip hop? Yeah.
Absolutely. My biggest influences in writing are Nas and James Baldwin.
Yeah.
So those two.
Nas is a poet. Like
absolutely.
He's
the greatest rappers are poets.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of rappers do actually start their career writing poetry.
Nipsey was a poet.
Yeah. Shout out to Nipsey. Rest in peace. So I got a fun question for you. If your life was a TV sitcom, what would the name of the sitcom be? Like, what TV sitcom that's out or was out best describes your life?
A sitcom? Well, it would have to be two different ones. Cause from 8 down,
all right, what was your the childhood sitcom, the suburbs, and what's the hood sitcom?
It would probably be like Family Matters. Cause in my grandfather's house, it was a bunch of people, but it was a nice house, a nice neighborhood, and then we all ate dinner together and sat around, and it was dope. And then later on, probably be The Wire. One extreme to the next. But
Facts.
Absolutely.
I could definitely see that. So I'm a big lover of shoes, right? I love shoes. So I want to know, I've been asking a lot of poets, like, what are your favorite pair of shoes to wear when you're performing? You got a pair of like Lucky shoes or something?
These are my dress Jordans. So the pant level. My new thing is like Jordans and fedoras. I put them together.
Jordans and fedoras.
Absolutely.
All right. I see you. There you have it. Jordans and fedoras.
Don't steal my swag though. Don't do it.
You heard that. Don't sweat his style, okay? You ask for permission from Kiss. Is fashion like a big thing out here, or like where you're at?
In Atlanta, they have their own style. And then too, it's a the younger crowd influences what everybody else does. Cause I remember when we were growing up, my pants was like size 36 for no reason. I can't fit that now. But you know, I was old when I first started to wear tighter pants. I'm never doing that. They look crazy out here.
Word.
But you know,
now you're like, yeah.
Plus, guys do what girls like. If a dude is walking down the street with some big pants, no girls are ever gonna look at him. So slim it down a little bit.
Slim it down, yes, but not too slim. We don't need to see your underwear, please. So I know you're a fire poet. So I know you got something for us.
Absolutely.
Yes. All right, guys, stay tuned because we'll be back with some fire performance from Kiss the Poet. Stay tuned.
Who am I? Just imagine. If the Harlem Renaissance and hip-hop's heyday happened to lay down and create a baby. Conceived on the colored corners of the cracked-out 80s, both entities high off PCP-laced weed and the sound playing in the background through a black cloud too dense to see. Skipping on repeat will be a scratched-up CD of an old, profound Malcolm Shakur hustle speech, drowning out the astounding screams of my mother's land and my father's planned defeat. Who am I? The forbidden, hidden, strange fruit bruised but not fully chewed, passing through each slave's tooth indentured by America's first president. I am the descendant, securely rooted, yet deviously polluted like a piece of produce, secretly pronged, perpetuating a healthy Halloween treat that's gone wrong. Broken Christian church-stained glass window shards acting as my arms gripping and ripping its place into position firmly lodged in the throat of this godforsaken nation. Yeah. This articulate asshole from the Big Apple been impatiently waiting since an adamant in my heart to be the spark that burns down to the ground Boy George's fucking cherry tree. Who am I? Well, shit. They don't call me brother to the night, but they'll live to regret the funk of the stench they left to make these blues sound so right. Is that all right? I am an enigma. The epitome of an ignorantly intelligent nigga spitting degreeless doctoral diction dripping in the drawl of East Coast crippin'. Possibly pistol gripping during great debates just in case it escalates to a split-second decision that my age and mission would say to suppress. But I must confess, I'm with the shits and may regress in the New York minute. I'm a loving, lyrical spirit, yet tomfoolery in the flesh. Blessed but sporadically, blindly belligerent, Lord, please forgive him. I just flew in from the I Wish It Cracker Woods. Preaching my pain to refrain, gasoline fueling my quill, turning ink into flames. If the meek shall remain, then I'll speak this heat through a gold grill and clench teeth as I burn for what's good. And by what's good, I mean the hood. Who I am a man, and that should be overstood. My name is Kiss.
Whether it's tax season, the holidays, or whatever falls in between, you want to make sure that you're being smart with your money. So go visit my girl, Queen Candace, at the Queen Blueprint to learn how to gain your financial freedom. You could get a personalized debt payoff plan, a full financial overview, and learn to repair your relationship with money. Smarter money moves are waiting for you at www.thequeenblueprint.com or call 877-387-BLUE. Use code JRose20 for 20% off of all our financial services. Welcome back to the JRose Experience. I'm your host, JRose. I'm here with my next guest. She is a Atlanta-based poet, but more importantly, a femc. So she's coming through with some bars. So please give a warm welcome to my girl, Papadook.
Thank you so much.
Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. I'm super excited to sit with you. First of all, Papadook, where does this name come from? Because it's super interesting. It sounded like the Papa Dough a little bit, like that restaurant out here in Atlanta. But I was like, yes,
that's right.
Good restaurant. Anyway. They should be a sponsor, right? Anyway, but yes, where did you get the name Papadook from?
Papa came from me feeling like an individual, though I am, a woman. Growing up as a kid, I was a tomboy.
Yeah.
So I always wanted to overcompensate, and I'm small, so I was.
Yeah.
It was like just a chip on my shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Like a small complex. So, and then Duke came from my name. Nickname is Mookie, and they used to call me Mookie Dookie.
Mookie Dookie.
Right. I like a little Mookie, but
Aww.
The Dookie came from me just being teased from my siblings.
Yeah.
So Mookie Dookie. So I embraced that too. Then, due to my spirituality, I believe in ancient African, type of traditions.
Yes.
Yoruba is like, I make sure I grant the Orishas and I pray to them. So what also comes with Yoruba is a Haitian voodoo. And there are many styles and many different ways that, been coerced into something dark, but it's not.
Yeah.
You talk to anybody that truly is about it. It's not. It may not be for you, but it's not. And there is a deity called Papa Legba. A lot of people should know from just watching American
Horror Story.
Yeah, season 3. Yeah. So Marie Laveau is a couple different characters that I think played a part in my life. And I felt like Papa Legba came to me in a dream one time and said, "Hey, you can have Papa, because you're not supposed to use Papa or Baba unless you're a high priest or a high priestess." I think it's changing, but I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what triggered the name. I was like, the Papa. I always thought I was Daddy, and then the Dookie, the shit. I'm like, it comes together.
Daddy's the shit.
And when I heard Papa Doc, I was like, I can rap better than him. I can rap better than B Rabbit. I can rap better. 8 Mile was the first rapping movie that I saw.
Yes.
So I always say, fuck a clock, fuck a watch, fuck a Papa Doc. My name is Duke, the shit. Remember that.
I love it.
And that
Papadook.
That was my theme, I guess, to make sure that I was aggressive in poetry. Just like how Kiss says, there's no competition in it.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to bring back some aggressiveness. My poetry is bars most times. It's not about no type of love and snap. I'm a snap.
But
I'm going to snap you. But you're not going to be doing all that snap. You're going to be, whoa.
Do you feel that people are often underestimate you because you're small, you're a woman, and they don't expect you to just spit some fire?
In 2017, yes. By the end of 2018, I was on the map. I was one of those things. It's not a poet in Atlanta that doesn't know my name.
That's facts.
Same thing with Mother, Kiss, with Queen Sheba. It's a bunch of us. It's a Georgia Me. It's a bunch of us.
They all on this season, by the way. But anyway,
it's a lot of them. And I have an entire poem dedicated to mentioning all of the powerhouses that I've been in.
Yeah.
And it's really clever. I'm gonna make sure I put it out, publish it.
Oh, I love that. So you mentioned your spirituality. Was this a journey that you took on very early on in your age, or was this an adult kind of decision that you made?
Pretty early on.
Yeah.
My dad grew up, he grew up in the Kingdom Hall as a Jehovah's Witness, but when we moved to Atlanta, he started just seeing what life is.
Yeah.
Because he grew up in South Georgia. We converted into what was going on in the West End, and that's where we lived. So when we see these Nigerians, these Liberians, we're like, we need to know what the African people are doing.
Yeah.
And that's what they believe. And it just trickled on from there.
Really?
Definitely. I know a lot are, with Islam, they're Muslim.
Yeah.
For the most part, I just try not to label any type of religion or practice that. I want to believe in everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to believe in everything.
How have you been handling this whole like experience being with the whole pandemic and COVID? How have you been staying busy?
Oh, that is never an issue. I try to find time.
know.
My mind, you know how people get writer's block?
Yeah.
Never.
No?
Never.
You've never had writer's block?
Never had writer's block.
Oh my gosh. That's a blessing.
It's not to like throw it in anybody's
Yeah,
face.
yeah.
Come get some help. I will give you topics to write about and things that you can expand upon and associations. It's like a never ending clock with me. So I have to sometimes get myself to slow down and do the things that I enjoy and chill. And I learned that pretty early on. I did.
What do you do when you need to like unplug? How do you kind of reset yourself?
Listen to ESPN.
What?
I love sports. I listen to battle rap. I love battle rap.
Battle rap is fire.
COVID was cool because it gave everybody a opportunity to reset.
Yeah.
I know some lives are, it's detrimental to them now because of the virus. It really affected them negatively. But with that comes the positivity too.
Yeah.
And as an entertainer, I want to be able to have those books and that merch. But I'm the person you got to come see.
Yeah.
You got to see me.
Yeah.
I don't have anything to leave you besides the memory, which is going to change. It's going to change. I'm going to definitely publish some art out here. But for the most part, COVID affected me good in a mental way, but I couldn't get to my people.
I know.
Couldn't let them know.
Yeah.
So
that must have been hard. I know it was difficult for me when I felt like I had to stay home and do. But you're doing a lot of stuff virtually.
Absolutely. Any show that we do, especially May and June, we were inside. We were doing virtual shows. Now I'm out.
Yeah.
Wear my mask, keep your hands sanitized. I date a chef, so she makes sure everything clean all the time.
See, get you a chef.
They have to clean up.
You know?
They have to sanitize.
You see?
So.
The safest people to be with right now, and you get fed.
And you get fed.
What's your favorite type of, because I know that you're more into like writing bars and writing and rapping, but as far as poetry, like what are some of the things that influence you to write poetry, and what's your favorite poetry to write about?
My favorite poetry to write about would be how you love yourself and how you think that no matter, like the struggle of overcoming. That's one of the best things that I like to listen to or write about. I know you didn't ask this, but the least favorite is love. I know y'all love, but goodness gracious.
I know.
The heartbreak and the depression. I be for it. I'm a snap. Love it. It's a little overwhelming to poetry. So I try to write bars about butterflies. I want to write bars about the sun and the natural things. Anything that just kind of keeps us going and overcoming everyday struggle. Yeah,
and that's really like outside the box because, poetry is definitely oversaturated with love poems and heartbreak poems. Although those are the things that kind of push us to write.
That's right.
Get a heart. When did you write your first poem?
I was like 8.
Oh my gosh.
It was a long time ago.
8 years old? Mm-hmm. What were you writing about at 8 years old?
It was just an ABC type of cat in the hat type of thing. Yeah. But I talked about what I did that weekend.
Oh.
And it was like I went to Six Flags and then I came home and my mom had a big bag. It was like that. I was double rhyming.
Oh, you were dropping bars.
Dropping bars at 8. Yeah, definitely. A lot of inspiration has to come from my father. He passed, but he is a producer and a songwriter.
Oh, really?
Yeah, definitely. My mom can sing. My grandmother is a jazz vocalist.
Do you sing too or you rap? You just rap?
No, I just rap. I mean, I will sing. It ain't gonna sound that great. I will sing. I can't sing. Love it. Because my whole family is musically inclined. They play the piano. I play the violin. I'm working on the guitar. We're
Oh, that's super dope.
We're inclined.
So they had no problem with you when you wanted to like pursue, being a creative.
They wanted me to do it before I did.
Yeah.
I wanted to hoop. I wanted to play basketball.
Really?
Blew that knee out.
What?
I was like, that's it. Let me see how.
I feel like all my guests play ball. I gotta put y'all together. We play like a
little poetry
tournament.
That's right. Double or nothing.
Yes. I was wondering because I'm asking all my guests because I'm just being nosy and because I love shoes. I want to know, what are your favorite pair of shoes to wear when you hit the stage?
Puma's gonna have to be. I mean, these things is fly. I mean,
those are fly.
Come on.
What is that, velvet?
What is that? Velvet. It's beautiful. What is it? Velvet. I remember when I saw these, I had this Martin Lawrence type of purple, blue, red, orange. It was dope. I was like, if I find me some purple Pumas, we in there. I got the blue, I got red, pink, all solid.
All that.
Yeah.
I love it.
I'm gonna bring back shell toes too.
Yes,
Yeah,
bring them back, please do. I definitely used to rock a pair of shell toes
That's
back
awesome.
in the days, for sure. I'm definitely aging myself, but it's okay.
With that early 90s, late 80s type of New York vibe. That's what I want to bring back.
I love it. Yeah, you got the whole...
Kind of.
Yes, you killing it
Thank
right
you.
now.
I'm
Yes.
trying, you know.
Took me back to my favorite decade.
That's what I'm saying. I love these 2010s and 20s. But we need to go back to what's authentic.
Yeah, the 90s was just like pure rawness.
That's right.
Everything was just whatever. you know?
Everything was whatever.
Yeah.
I like that.
I got a fun question. You look startled, like what? If you could have dinner with anybody from history, dead or alive, anyone from history, if you could have dinner with them, who would it be?
Dinner. What happens afterwards? It's just dinner. I go home after this.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, dinner, dessert, you get to hang out.
I terribly want to say Michael Jackson so I can ask him some questions. I just got questions. But if it's gonna be for pleasurable on that date,
Question one that you can have God.
they gonna have to be just God. Like,
God, dinner with God. I'm with that though.
Cause I might be a narcissist now that I'm thinking about it. I'm like, me? I want old me to talk to young me.
I want old me to talk to young me.
No, but really, for real, it would have to be Whitney Houston. If I'm gonna have to say anybody, don't.
Yes.
This lady pulled
Yes.
that voice.
Yes.
Now I just want you to talk all day. Can you sing the entire time?
Can you sing the whole conversation?
conversation?
Please. I'm with that.
That would have to be it.
I always said if I could sing, I would never talk.
Right.
Like, this interview would be like me singing the whole time. I'm not even going to try it though. But anyway, I know that you got some hot bars for us.
Always.
Are you going to share them with us?
Yeah.
Yes.
And I got something a little lovey-dovey.
Ooh.
If they want to go that way.
Ooh. We got a little bit of everything today.
I love it.
All right, stay tuned. We'll be back with a performance from Papadook.
So my name is the Papadook. It's P-A, Papa like daddy, Duke like the dookie, nigga. The D-O-O-K-I-E. Spell it out. After the Duke, there's an I-E. For example, I'm the shit. And the missus has missed me. Separated since the beginning of when I started appearing on these stages, driven to be the best rapper and poet. Yeah, you know it. I'm writing all my final rhymes in red like a late notice. Period. I didn't think you noticed. Through every cycle, I bleed for this. Otis, Redding, the betting. You know the missus has missed me. These people screaming my name for them bars. Go, Papa, go. I'm the shit on paper. I must be on a roll. I'm witty here, clever there, and my whereabouts are never where it's rainy. Though I'm high on cloud 9, it's sunny. Share all your intentions with me. Please, give me the gift of giving and understanding to study you up like religion. And I can't worship the ground that you walk on, but I dream of the air you float on. I see you there, growing your hair. It's incredible. You the new Frozone. To get you was a stretch. I started out invisible, maybe. I remember the first time this crazy ass lady said she didn't want the baby. Started out. I was the best thing blazing. She caught that Edna mode. She saw my power and did that 180. And what's even crazy is my baby's name is Jack. You'll catch it later. Reminiscing on things, on how I operate. It's not a better take to witness keeping your baby with a children's movie. Be my witness, I connected. This shit stays connected. Disconnected. And don't ever think that this is disconnected. I'm that connected. Like a nymphomaniac. Turned pyromaniac. Chocolate. And I got a taste for that. The chocolate. I got a taste for that. The only thing fake is my dick. And she want to come take the strap. Bank on it. I'm having withdrawals. And you got to chase for that. The only thing big is my woman. I'm trying to pick her up. I got faith for B-I-G. I got faith for that. And that Lacey shit on going too fast, I hit the brakes for that. But see, y'all just don't get it. I got a friend named Lacey. And he has a hit called Going Too Fast. So you got to hit the brakes for that. Let's save the track. Matter of fact, I saved the facts.
From the brand that redefines the chivalrous style of today's gents comes their exclusive Key to the City collection. I'm super hyped about this collection because no matter where we go with the JRose Experience, no matter what city we're in, I'm gonna be able to rep for New York and people gonna know where I'm from. Hit up Gent and Scholar to rep for your city, including keys to Atlanta, Chicago, DC, Houston, Los Angeles, Miami, New Orleans, Philly, St. Louis, and of course, New York. So head over to gentandscholarcode.com and use the discount code JRose10 for 10% off your purchase of $50 or more. Keep growing. Welcome back. Welcome back to the JRose Experience. I'm your host, JRose, and I'm here with both my guests. We're going to have a little bit of a group discussion. We're going to play a game. We're going to do our thing. I hope you guys are ready. All right, group discussion. Mm-hmm. Y'all ready?
Indeed.
We're going to get a little sexy, okay? We're gonna talk about erotic poetry, okay? Right. Because a lot of people don't talk about it. A lot of people are curious about it, and all three of us are erotic writers. So I personally feel like it's something that's empowering, and I'm sure that you guys would agree. So I wanted to know, how does erotic poetry empower you? What does erotica mean to you?
Erotic poetry, I think it's like a freedom. Because sex is taboo. People don't like to talk about it. And everybody has their kinks and whatever they like to do in the bedroom. But to get on stage and just be naked, like literally kind of naked with erotic poetry is dope. So I think it's freeing. Absolutely.
Yeah. It's good. Freedom is how I would express it too. There was this guy that we connected with. I think his name is Fred, I want to say, where you use your orgasms to manifest what you need. So the freedom is exactly where I would say erotic poetry fits.
Wait, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that one got me too.
Wait, what? You use your orgasms to manifest what you want?
It's called manifesting with your orgasm. Yes.
Okay, but how do you do that? Because now
it takes some practice.
I got some manifesting to do.
That's right. It takes some practice. You have to be within yourself and know how you're going to climax, when you're going to, of course. And in that realm, in that point of climaxing, you ask for what you need. And I know it can be a little bit. People say,
do you do it out loud? Like,
no. You can. I mean, I need to hit the lotto. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. If that's, your preference, like you said, we do kinky things. So if that's going to be one thing, that makes sure that you get what you need out of that energy of us orgasming, yes, is enough literally to create life.
Absolutely.
We have sex. We won't be here without having sex.
Yes.
So that's why it's okay to tie it to God. It's okay to pray before sex, after sex. It's all tied in. It's life. Mm. People differentiate it too much. They separate it, and it shouldn't be.
Yeah.
So I like freedom. More importantly, it's really about power. Mm. You can control everything in your life with your sex.
She's got a point there. Have you ever been judged by other poets because you write erotic poetry? Has anybody ever been like...
Nah, they're corny if they are. Yeah, corny.
You ever have people like walk off out of the audience while you're doing
it's too nasty?
Well, I wouldn't do it at church. I wouldn't do it at
No.
You gotta pick your audience. But if somebody doesn't like erotic poetry, the sex game is probably whack.
That's right.
It's probably boring as hell.
You just doing it to procreate. You got to be doing it just to have kids. You're not doing it for fun.
Just cut a hole.
Do you ever get the giggles, the people in the audience, the giggles? I get it all the time too.
All the time.
What was your first erotic poem about? Like, obviously it was about sex, but like, was it like, I don't know. Some people have like poems just about oral sex or poems just about like. Will you remember your first erotic poem?
I do. Mine was about eating pussy. Look, I got a line called cliterature. Cliterature is my word. I'm gonna go copyright.
Do you? If I show you a note, I can't stand you. I'm about to show it to you. I'll show it later. I have that in my phone from like a week ago.
Yeah?
I cannot believe you, Kiss. I said that is literally what I mean. Literally.
Literally.
You got literature. It sparked like a week ago. Ah, you're a genius. This man's a genius.
Listen to this. But when you spend time with a lot of creative people, you start to create like some synchronicity within your own like what you create. I've been in open mics where I have a piece that in mind that I'm gonna perform, and then people start doing pieces
just like
that. I'm like, I got a line like that. I got a line like that.
Yeah.
I'm doing a whole different piece.
That's right.
I've had people steal lines too. That's
Oh,
no,
ouch.
I've never had that.
I've had.
Goodness.
Yeah.
Or like the expression, they do it the same way you did it and all that.
I've never heard it. I put ration to rations together. Like somebody reaching for ration to rations, and I heard somebody else use it. I'm like, what are you doing out here?
That's mine.
And then we hung out. Like, I know you, so you stole that.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Yeah, they definitely stole. Don't be stealing lines, okay?
For real, I have had somebody steal one of my hip hop lines.
Oh
yeah.
no. Have you so what are some of the things that inspire you to write erotic poetry other than sex?
I had like an element one where I tied the earth, the wind, the moon, the earth, the wind, the fire, and the air together, and then I called it like unearth, and I tied it to the sun and the moon, and made the sun the masculine energy, and moon the feminine energy. It was pretty cool. It was sensual.
Yes.
Not so much nasty or erotic.
Yeah.
But I don't think erotica always has to be mentioned with the physical act of sex.
Yes.
It needs to be about what Kiss said. It needs to be about just being free in your being. So.
I think it's still poetry, you know.
Yeah.
So like if I say I'm gonna do all this and then be very vulgar about it, like the art part of it is lost in it. So like
I
you
agree.
can put that same feeling and put people in that headspace without saying that word. Then that challenges your pen as well. So
absolutely,
I appreciate that part of it.
So do I. I mean, I host erotic events, and we get the poets there, like really like talking about body parts and like entering and all this other stuff. And it's like, okay, you're super vulgar, and I get it, but for me, the art is definitely lost.
Also, I don't believe them. Like, if you,
I'm gonna spit in your mouth and
like,
ain't
I'll make you scream and all
thumb
that.
in quick. And
They're like, I'm gonna stick my thumb in your ass. You're like, whoa,
I'm gonna make you
We'll
scream my
compensate.
name. I don't.
Nah.
The good sex is when you can't say nothing.
Yeah, that's
You're
bad.
stuck.
And
And
you
the
gotta
silence
say
for it.
it.
So I agree. The cliche erotic poetry, it is a challenge to be creative with erotic poetry and what that means as far as the title. But hey, we're thinking outside the box.
Any advice for
Outside.
outside the box? Literally, you see what they do.
I didn't expect my
You have any advice for any poets out there that maybe want to try writing erotic poetry?
Step out there and do it. And don't limit yourself. You have to do it. You're going to miss every shot that you do not take.
And then practice makes perfect. So have a lot of sex and then
Practice.
do different stuff. And you have a Rolodex of things to pull from.
Practice it.
Yeah.
You ain't need.
You can't say it on stage if you don't really do it.
If you,
That's facts.
practice.
Be truthful.
Be truthful with your sex poems, okay?
Practice. Because a lot of poets have a lot of sex with other poets, and we gonna find out. We gonna find out if that shit was trash. Yes,
Yo, that's so
we
true.
don't talk about it.
Yeah, you can't do nothing with a poet and expect it to be a secret, especially if you end badly.
What?
Yes, they gonna definitely
would
write
really-
about it.
I don't even ask. And so much information has been given to me. I'll be like, whoa. I didn't even ask.
That's
But
so
now I know.
true. That's so true. It's tough dating a poet because, especially if you hurt them or it does end bad. You're right. Like, you definitely gonna get written about.
I'm dating a poet now.
I'm thinking about that now.
I am not dating a poet. I refuse to date poets. No. You guys want to play a game?
Hell yeah.
Yes. All right, it's time for our off the top segment. It's a segment where we play a random game. You guys get to pick it, and depending on what it is, we'll either have to write and create something, or we're just gonna play a fun game. Y'all with it? I bet. All right, we got some. Let me mix it up. All that good stuff.
Those are so cute.
Thank you. I made them.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Laminate game on point.
Come on.
Anyway.
Gotta promote yourself.
That's what I'm saying. All right. I'll let you do the honors of picking our game.
I'm gonna do this one. I don't know why.
It called to you.
Bop.
What we got? Yes! I was hoping that we got this with you too.
Absolutely.
Hip hop Guess Who. We'll be
yeah.
right back with our hip hop encyclopedia. From the artist that brought you the debut solo album Gemini comes a new EP. Jay Bada presents his sophomore solo project titled Indian Summer, The Prologue. Written and produced during one of the most unique and impactful years of our existence, 2020. Check out this EP full of good intentions, positive lyrics, and a unique flow. Listen from your favorite streaming platform today. For more music from Jay Bada, follow him on IG at JBadaMusic. Okay, we're back, and I've got our hip-hop encyclopedia. It's time for y'all to guess.
Yes.
All right, let's go.
Did they rap before the year 2000?
Yes.
Are they a woman?
No.
Are they part of a group?
Yes.
All right.
Would they ever wear skinny jeans?
No.
Before 2000. Probably not.
I'm surprised.
Did they ever have braids?
I maybe could have.
Yes, it doesn't.
Yes,
or
yes.
no, they did not have braids.
Yeah.
They ain't got braids.
Not like
no
all
more.
the time, but yeah.
But there were
Some
times.
point.
Yeah.
So they had enough hair to the point where it could be braided and be out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You said they were not a part of a group?
They were.
They were part of a group.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking that. I'm thinking, but I'm trying to.
Mm-hmm.
A good question to ask would be like, what side of the U.S. they're
That's
from?
what we're trying. It's a yes or no. So now we have to say things like, are they from the West Coast?
Yes.
Okay. All right. West Coast.
Did
Possible braids.
Yeah.
Before 2000.
they not wearing no skinny jeans? But see, that alleviated Snoop Dogg.
Mm-hmm.
Because he wears skinny dickies. Yes, he does. Because he's skinny.
And braids.
That was the first person, though. But
Mm-hmm.
Ice Cube also. Have they done anything else as a professional career than music?
Yes.
They have.
Have they been in movies?
Yes.
We had like number 8.
I'm thinking who? I think I know.
I think I know. Are they from Southern California?
Oh, I don't know.
I think so.
Are they in a gang?
Was.
Come on now, these your people now.
Not all. You gotta pick the right one.
I know. Neighborhood. I think,
God.
yeah, I want to go with Ice Cube.
I think it's Ice Cube.
That's what I want to go
Oh my
with.
God, they're so close.
Damn.
It's not Ice Cube though.
Okay.
From the West?
Yeah,
No.
no, they in the group.
It's Ice-T. Wrong ice.
Damn.
Do they date white women? Like, that's it. God damn it.
You know how I say you hot? No, we was cold. We was like ice. We was in
That
it.
was mad close, yo. Oh
I'm sorry,
my
do you
God.
know, I have maybe heard 3 songs from Ice-T.
Close.
I'm sorry, I ain't
Probably.
heard too much.
forgot who was.
All right, we're going to do another one.
SW, that's Law and Order.
We're going to do another one. We're going to do another one.
beautiful.
All
Got us
right,
on that
all
one.
right, all right. We're going to do it. Okay. I got one.
Are they from the East Coast?
Yes.
All right.
Are they from the South?
I don't think so. No.
Okay. No, they're not from the South.
Not from the South.
Did they rap before the year 2000?
Yes.
Okay. Have they ever had braids?
What?
Because it eliminates a
They
lot.
later eliminate a lot.
I mean,
You're right.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. That one is not going to help you find the answer.
It does. Because that's DMX got a baldy.
Yep.
Dr. Dre got a baldy. All of them got a baldy. They got a
never had
baldy.
braids.
They got
This person is not bald.
Okay. Their music, their type of rap music, would it be considered derogatory?
No.
Oh, it's conscious. Okay.
Not necessarily.
Or just whatever, like Ludacris. You know what I'm saying? He ain't derogatory, but he ain't conscious either. He's just there.
Yeah, he's just,
I love Ludacris.
Definitely empowering.
Okay. Hints.
okay.
I'm giving hints now.
Thank you, because we
Alright,
struggling.
alright. Yeah, we struggling.
We got close. We got close.
We was close before.
Okay. This is an East Coast Northern rapper that may or may not have hair, but he definitely did not have a baldy.
Have they ever been in movies?
Yes.
Yes.
Many.
Many
movies?
Yes.
Oh shit.
Is this person a woman?
Yes.
Damn, it's over with. That sound like the queen. Lie.
Who wanted We'll do one more. That was fun. Let me see if I got something for you that.
She absolutely has hair.
Right then and
She
there.
had
This
braids
is a
and set it
chicken.
off.
She did have braids and
Right.
set it off. That's why I was like,
Let me tell you something. Queen Latifah and Set It Off set a lot of standard for masculine presenting women. Thank you for doing that.
Absolutely.
She was a dyke, like stud bull dagger. You know what I'm saying? Well, I ain't even that. We ain't.
All right. Definitely the questions like the sex, what region they're from.
Right.
Those help.
See, let me
All right,
see.
we got the next hip hop artists.
Are they from the North?
No. Well,
Okay.
yeah. Yes. Born, yes.
They're born in the North. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Say we gotta talk about the Mason Dixon.
Yeah. Male? Is it a male?
Yes.
All right.
Did he rap before year 2000?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. That emphasis on old school.
Did they ever have long hair?
No.
All right.
Is their name an initial?
No.
They take out a whole lot.
Yeah, it does.
Man.
Are they dark skinned?
Oh, that's a.
Yeah.
You're so scared.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Dark skin.
Dark skin, no hair.
What?
I'm sorry, I'm excited.
I am so stumped. The type of music that they do, would you consider it derogatory?
It has been considered that, yeah.
So this is on the fence.
We're at 7 questions.
Already, kids. We gotta get more specific now.
Yeah, for real. Derogatory.
That means it costs a lot.
Definitely curses a lot.
Would you consider them a gangster rapper?
Yeah, they were considered a gangster rapper.
Gangsta rap. That really let's go. See.
Think
Are
about
they all gangster rappers from New York?
Think about
This
coasts.
is the North.
Think about coasts.
Coast?
Yeah. Like not just north and south, but east and west. That-
Oh, girl, you
that
better
would
not
help.
have dead Tupac.
That-
That better not be. Get the fuck out here.
Well,
As soon as you said gangster rap,
Oh,
Yeah, because he was born.
Why didn't we ask? He was born in New York. Technically, I thought about that. Think about Coast.
That's why I say he was born there.
I almost asked, is he a small person? I almost asked that. I was a Tupac.
Should have had been shot.
Is it a
You
small?
know,
a lot.
50 Cent.
Yeah.
I know.
Everybody that got shot.
You could have been like Biggie, Pac, 50.
I'm talking about everybody. Well,
You know, a few people been shot.
shit, JRose. Bushwick Bill, you know.
That was hilarious.
Well, no, she said born in. No, he was born in New
He
York.
wasn't from New
Yeah.
York. He was born in.
He was born in California.
I
He may. I don't know. We don't know.
Oh my gosh, that was great. I have one last question to ask you guys. I ask this to every single guest that I have on the show. I have this belief that creative people are like mutants. We are like superhuman people because we do things that others can't. You know, we imagine things in our minds and then we bring them into fruition and we make them tangible.
Yep.
So, what's your superpower?
Association for me. I will connect some things that you didn't think could be connected.
Mm,
Mine is association.
that's fire.
Mine is wordplay.
Mm.
I enjoy it. I enjoy it a lot.
He said, "I enjoy it."
I challenge the hell out of myself. Absolutely.
Love
You ever
it.
find yourself reaching with the wordplay, with the play on words?
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's a
Yeah.
reach for the stars. It's all
Yeah,
right.
Bring it on back. Like, it's a little too much. Sometimes I gotta ask. Is this too much?
Sometimes.
Does this make sense?
It doesn't. Plenty of poetry. that
Listen,
doesn't.
you hit her up and be like, does this connect?
I'm
Use
like,
your
yes.
superpower.
I'm be like, yep.
Yep.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Guys, thank you so much for coming on the show and hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. Please tell the audience where they can find you.
Yes. So that's Kiss the Poet. You can find him on Instagram, Kiss the Poet. Make sure you go cop Duality. Like 3 books, but those 2 most recent ones.
But it's Kiss _
oh, my
the
bad.
poet.
Kiss _ the Poet.
We separated, so it's not an invitation. It's a title.
I put in KI and yours comes up. So I'm, my bad, association. And you can find me on Instagram, the Papadook. It's PAPADOOK.
Word.
Yeah, Instagram. Or Papadook.com, thepapadook.com.
Love it.
Indeed.
Love it. Love it. Yeah, she's something else though.
Yeah.
Like, seriously.
One of those.
Thank you, Kiss. Thank you, Papadook. I really appreciate you guys. Guys, don't forget to follow us on the gram at JRose Experience. You can catch all our episodes on the Rose Garden Events Facebook and YouTube page. So make sure that you follow, you subscribe, you do all that good shit. And if you want to follow me as your host, I'm at My Crumbled Thoughts, but you guys already know that. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. And don't forget, keep growing. Peace.
Yes.